Hello everyone, Manithral here, and welcome to the weekly update video for RS3. Now this week, we see some interesting things coming our way. First up, we have the Yak Track Path to the Creators. So yes, it is another Yak Trap, and we have until October 3rd to get it done. But this is going to be themed around the Elder Gods, of course, and including the pets will be themed around it too. There's also going to be a 25% XP boost in all skills for the first time ever. So more skilling and killing tasks done, and loads of new lore tasks to sink your teeth into. So among the rewards, you'll be able to find some Unwinged Harbinger of Jazz and Unwinged Harbinger of Wen titles. And there's All Aspiring Drakes of Wen and Jazz. Right here you can see the one that is themed around Wen, who is the Ice Elder God. So do check it out. It does look pretty cool. Skill and kill tasks. So Path to the Creators has more skill and kill tasks than ever before. So it's easier than ever to play your way through and reap the rewards from it. So it's going to be less kind of a pain in the butt. You also have your more chances to earn Marks of War, so this is a great opportunity to do so. Next week, we have the second front of the Glacier release of Sifu for Wen. XP buff, so those of us who are on the Premier track have an extra surprise in store, a 25% XP buff, which increases by 1% for every 5 tasks completed. So up to tier 45, and then another 16% at tier 50. So that's quite a buff. But it does say, do keep in mind that buff does not apply to Iron Man accounts. So keep that in mind. The following have been converted into XP gain tasks. Which is Herblore and Thieving. This way you don't have to make like 2,000 potions. You just have to get a certain amount of XP. And if you haven't seen the Glacier Front, the next part of the Elder God Wars dungeon is coming on August 31st. It'll be a giant glacier fight that does scale. It's a scalable boss. So I'm assuming you will be able to solo it along with the help of some NPCs. They didn't say well, I didn't see exactly, but I did catch some of the tail end of it. But there is going to be tier 95 melee dual wielding weapons as well as pet and the usual stuff like that. And then we have a message from the Ninja team, and they say there was some confusion over last week's Action Bars update and have shared a detailed post exactly how they work on the official forums. So if you missed it, it is actually able to be read. But it's basically just the fact that there's more Action Bars, you can name them. It makes it a little bit easier. You can actually tie action bars to your combat if you haven't already been doing that. If you have a set thing that you want to have tied to, you could do that. It's actually kind of nice because then if you are somebody like me who uses action bars like crazy, this is perfect. Patch notes, we have a decent amount. We have UI improvements first, updated the mobile and desktop chat systems to Nodo-sans font type. Expanded the chat font size to include values between 10 to 22, incrementing values by 2. Sentiston archaeology improvements. Beautiful stained glass window now appears in the Sentiston's cathedral. Fixes. There was a hotfix of clicking outside the interface no longer prevents players from unlocking the special research, complete the pattern, solve the puzzle. Mobile improvements are, when sending a private message from the friends list, your chat window will now automatically switch to the private tab. Likewise, sending messages to other channels will now switch you to that channel. The friends chat and clan chat lists are now visually consistent with all other chat options on mobile. A new blocking layer has been added to the mobile chat box. Fixes. Fixed an issue which caused new mobile users to log into the game without a ribbon. Birthorpe Path improvements. Move the high tanning option on the Bertha crafting tutor to separate tanner NPC at the edge of the cow field, so that interacting with the crafting tutor is less complex. Adjusting the background color of the activity ribbon button from blue to green to match the quest icon and adventures parent ribbon button. Additionally, tooltips for the ribbon buttons no longer overlap and are positioned based on the location of the ribbon. And user interface tutorial pop-ups on desktop now use the same font size as on mobile, so that tutorial text is more comfortable and it's easier to read and digest. Ninja Strike 25 fixes. Players yet to log in since the action bar update will not have their additional action bars positions reset on custom interface layouts when loading them for the first time. Other improvements are made several improvements to the Restless Ghost quest, which are graphically updated the Restless Ghost quest with the exception of his hat and his muddy skull. You may now interact with the coffin to put the skull inside. Updated various feedback messages that were only visible if the chat was open to info boxes. Modernized the conclusion cutscene and resolved various defects. And fixes the prepare option on the cooking tutors table in Beneath Cursed Ties quest is now hidden when the player has finished preparing seaweed for the chef, instead of triggering a conversation with him that may have been the wrong chat head, if the chef is no longer crasionated. Crasioned? Sorry. You don't have to be crasioned to work here, so yeah. Fix an issue which stops store assets from being rendered on mobile for German, French, and Portuguese localizations. Fix an issue that prevented telekinetic grab in the mage training arena. The following area task achievements can now be completed on free-to-play worlds. Hoofrot, the Wanderer, Up to the Gods. Do they come in other colors? Kitty Litter, Plank You Very Much, You Wouldn't Like Me When I'm Angry, and A Bolt from the Blue. Magical dice no longer solve the player's actions on script cues such as incoming damage. Performing another action such as moving to another location cancels the roll die. Fix an lobby error on Steam which caused an empty pop-up to appear for free-to-play users when clicking the membership icon. And up next we have the community section, where we have Jaxie's story mode. This is for RuneTube. She's actually on episode 13 right now, so do go ahead and check it out. It is called Homeward Bound, RuneScape 3 story mode, episode 13. So do go check it out. And awesome art indeed. Look at the Bulwark of Revenge made from Destroyer Zero. Absolutely fantastic job for cosplay, especially. And then we have a Pink Skirts event coming up. Well, actually, quite a few. There's a Hard Mode Career Era, hosted by Pippi Spot and Boss Guild. This is on Wednesday, 25th. It'll be 2000 to 2100 game time, World 88, God Wars Dungeon Armadillo Lobby. Then we have Steel and Creation, which is hosted by Saint Cannon, Andal Fish, and Fast SC, which will be on Sunday, 29th August, at 1700 to 1800 game time, World 99, Steel and Creation Lobby. Then we have a few Scaper screenshots, so do check it out. You have the first one by Goat Byrini of the Menopause Temple. And we have one by Lee Wendexo, and this looks like, I feel like kicking myself, but I want to say that is from Anachronia, but I feel like I'm wrong. And then we have another one here by O Lily, and this is actually a very beautiful picture within Sentiston with a different skybox. Just goes to show what a skybox can do. But that actually is it for today's update, guys, though. We got the act track, and then remember we have a brand new boss coming next week. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, Later, guys.